What's up, everybody? It's your girl Deanna C, and I am back with another informational video for the 5678 Majorette Community and Podcast. Now, before we get into today's topic, I want you guys to go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure that you hit that notification bell so that you can be notified of any uploads for my informational videos and my uniform tutorial videos. I also want to thank everyone who have subscribed thus far, that have given me some views as well as likes and comments, and have been very interactive on my channel. I really want to appreciate that. I want to get to 500 subscribers. We're not that far away. So if you haven't subscribed, be sure to do so. If you know someone that is interested in the things that we are discussing and doing, make sure that you notify them so that they can subscribe and receive that information. So today's topic is about the different categories in Majorette. Now, if you are watching this video, that means that you have decided to allow your team to be a competitive team. You have, of course, competitive, and then you have basically a performance/community team. Your performance community team typically just does local events such as parades, family events. I don't know if you would do a family reunion or something like that, but I know that it's just for nonprofit. You're not competing for a trophy. You're just performing for the community and giving them some quality entertainment. However, most majorette teams or hip-hop majorette teams are competitively based. And so there are a variety of categories that you guys will be able to compete in. Now, I want you guys to know that you do not have to compete in every category, and to look for competitions that outline your team's strengths, okay? If you're not strong in a particular category, I would suggest avoiding that category until you develop that skill, or just simply because that's just not your team's thing. Now, and if you hear some rattling in the background, that's my paper. I had to write down my notes. Okay. All right. Okay. This is not what I was looking for. That was from a technique class I taught. But we are here. Here's the page. All right. No, this still ain't it. Oh. Okay, girl. Get it together real quick. Please stand by. Okay, found it. All right, so some of the categories that I have noticed or have observed and learned about are parade, walkthrough, roll call,
field show, hip-hop, pump, cheer creative, 8-count, stand battle, HBCU, stand battle, 16-count, coach solo, trio, duo, captain solo, captain battle, stand battle, step, drill team.
Okay, that was a lot of categories. However, we will not be going through all of these categories. So the first category, I know this paper is going to get on you guys' nerves, but whatever. First category is walkthrough/roll call. These are generally the same thing. I've had a lot of people ask, what is a walkthrough and what is the point? I don't know what the point is, okay? But it's there, so take advantage of it if you can. This particular category is under 3 minutes. This category is usually not judged, and it's basically a hype category where you get to do your thing and show off and say, yeah, we bad, we came to win, You know, it's basically an introduction of the team. A lot of times people use songs like we ready for y'all. Can't give you too much because I don't want to deal with any copyrights or anything like that.
Ice, pearls, Cincinnati and Columbus, Ohio. Oh, our division's ready. Let's go.
This song, don't sing it to my son. Who is it?
The next category I have on my list is parade, which is generally 3 to 4 minutes. It consists of 8 counts and call and response. And what that means is the captain or co-captains will do the 8 count first, and then they will repeat it with the remaining dancers, and then the dancers will do it one last time for a total of 3 times around. Now, this category mimics an actual parade and include marches. Some teams will parade around the venue, typically a gymnasium, like it's an actual parade. They have their banners and they wear their marching boots. But you don't necessarily have to march around if you don't want to. I like the idea of marching around because it gives you the real feel of actually being in a parade. Usually it ends or closes out with a hitch kick line where all of the dancers line up in a single file, and they all do hitch kicks and just show off their skills. Okay, now that we got those two out of the way, we have pom. I divide pom up into 2 mini categories as well. You have traditional and majorette, and I'm going to throw cheer in there as well. With traditional and cheer, well, let me just start off with cheer. Cheer is basically what you would see on UCA, where you do a routine, then you stop in the middle of the routine and you do a cheer. Sometimes it includes stunts and pyramids, and then you go back to dancing. So I want to show you guys a quick example of that. Now, as far as traditional palm, it's typically like UDA or the Universal Dance Association. 75% of the routine, if not more than that, is done with pom-poms. It's a lot of leaps, turns, ripples, a lot of energy and precision done in palm, which is very different from majorette palm.
3, 2, 1.
Now, with a majorette palm, it's 3 to 4 minutes, whereas traditional palm and chair is usually 1.5 minutes and 2 minutes and 30 seconds. 75% of the palms are done with a routine as well. It involves technique, sharp movement, also leaps, jumps, turns, and ripples, as well as limited amount of bucking. Okay, it's about the palms, about the arm precision and how cute you guys look with the palms, and keep the palms in hand, which is very difficult to do when you're doing different movement and skills. However, I always suggest, as a safety hazard, never do a stunt with your palms, such as a pop out or a V layout or a pop up / kip up. Anything where your hands have to touch the floor, do not use your palms, because you can slip and fall and cause a head injury or something else. And so you want to avoid doing that. I did that before in my younger days, and it wasn't cute at all. Okay. All right, creative. This is my favorite category because it allows you to be exactly what the category is, creative. All right. Usually the time limit is 3 to 4 minutes, no more than 5. It incorporates a theme such as Barbie, Disney, Egyptian, Hawaiian, Chinese, HBCU, the Divine Nine, and so many different things. And the costumes usually complement that theme, as well as the music. So let's say you're doing Thriller or like zombies. You would dress your dancers like zombies. You will play Thriller or some kind of scary, gory music, and your movement should reflect that theme. A lot of times you also have artists themes such as Beyonce, Michael, Janet, Ciara, Missy Elliott, and all of your music have to be that particular artist. And sometimes you would like to try to recreate one of their famous videos. Now, field show. Your field show is typically 5 to 7 minutes. This performance mimics an actual field show that you would see at a football game with the live band and majorettes. It's usually done to live band music. Not always, but usually. You display your best choreography in this. You also can include stunts towards the end and a hitch kick line, which I explained earlier in parade. It is broken down into sections. So you have the introduction of the full team where all of your dancers are dancing at the same time. Then you have group 1. They come out and they dance for about a minute, and then group 2 dance for about a minute. Group 2 is usually your more advanced dancers to, show how skilled your dance team is. And sometimes you can include a slow section where you do slow movement to the music, and then you have your grand finale, which includes all dancers.
Making me fly. Shine light to the light.
All right, so now we have the big one, stand battle. My God, people have almost killed people over stand battles. Like, it's not that serious, sis. But stand battle is where your team come to bury it all on the floor to outdance the other team. It's like we battling, like, like in the streets. And this consists of 8 counts to 32 counts. Now, you got some teams that like do full out routines, like literally 3 to 5 minutes of dancing for a stand. That is way too much, and it gets boring after a while. So you have fast stands that is done to fast music. Then you have slow stands, which is done to slow music, of course. And then you have medium fans with stands. Fans? What? Stands. You have medium stands that you do to more like crunk music, like Lil Jon. It's like, yeah, we hear you know. This category definitely includes stunts and tricks. I have seen an increase of stunts and tricks, almost to the point where it's just stunts and tricks. And I'm like, God, can somebody dance, please? That's why I tend to get bored with stand battle, because it's just like we're doing stunts, and nobody's pointing their toes, nobody's bucking right, nobody's kicking right. Arms are all flailing everywhere, like it's just not put together as it should be. It should be about the dancing and not the stunts, all right? Once again, make sure that you subscribe to my channel. Check out some of my other videos. Share, because the goal is to inform the Majorette community, okay? But we have a lot of people out here that don't know what they're doing and they looking a fool, okay? And so my whole goal and purpose is to educate everyone in things that when I started, I had no clue about and was lost and had to research and just learn from experience. So you guys just make sure that you guys subscribe, and I just really appreciate you guys' support. Thank you once again, and have a great day.